Azile here, and welcome back to another Mind Over Magic run. Starting a brand new run on Relentless. And if anyone saw the last run, you'll know it went really good, actually. I'm not disappointed, learned a lot, got better. And then, well, it had to be done. I had to try a 3-skull battle just to see how difficult they truly are. And it was difficult. If you had watched just watched the last episode of the run I just did, and you can see that the very last fight at the end, it was so close. But we have a better understanding that 3-skull battles are going to be something we have to go in with some strategy. I have some new strategies worked out. We're going to kind of be doing the same thing as last time as far as the plan goes. We're going to be playing better, of course. We're going to be really streamlining. We're going to be dealing with all the nastiness that this setting will throw at us. But the main thing is I have a couple of new tweaks to strategy to abuse a couple other mid-game power mechanics in particular. So we'll be working towards that. Anyways, let's get this started. We are going to have to conjure up a few starting mages, and if anybody is familiar with my videos, you will know that those 2 starting mages will be Wolfkin Air mages. There's still no better way, in my opinion, to start the game than to bring in the highest back row DPS possible. And of course, one of them will have researching increase, so we're going to set this to select air wand only, and we're going to start the auto rolling script until I get what I want. We'll be back in a flash. Okay, we have our mages. I'm just going to re-roll their appearance. I like to have glasses on my, this is my researcher, so I can easily tell. And I don't like grandma so much. Need someone a little bit of a younger look. Ooh, I'm going to go with him. How are we feeling about this one? I think that's also suitable. So this will be our researcher, and this will be our teacher, and that's a 25-25 and a 20-20-20-80, blah, blah, blah. We all know that. Let's go. Okay, so here we are in, and we are going to do this stuff correctly. Hoping for the Ember Petal Academy. Who cares? Okay, so first thing we want to do is repel the fog. We'll get our, who is this? This is my teacher. Now it's going to be the researcher generally. He'll be doing that. So we'll set that up, hit a 5 on that. They're going to start. Let's pump the speed up. And it is open, and we will hit the pause button, and we have a bunch of little tasks to do to set up the game like I do every single playthrough. Groups first. Okay, so we want wolf. In order to identify our wolves from our non-wolves for various reasons. Wolf faction is a wolfkin, okay? And then we'll add another group, and it'll be not wolf. And the faction will be not wolf. So add rule, yes, that faction is not wolfkin. Using groups is very powerful. Add a new group. We're going to call this capped students. Okay, and we'll add a rule that skill capped. Any is not capped, and that'll be for letting them get learning. And I think that's the main 3 groups that I normally add. There might be one more, and I've just forgotten it. For now, we won't worry about it. So priorities as well. So we always want these guys to be into the medical resident aid, and then our researcher is the one with the glasses on, so he will be researching and not teaching. This one will be teaching and not researching. This one will not be researching and will not be teaching. And for a while, we'll just leave the ghost pure baseline. Now, these 2 guys, so our researcher, what we want him to do, though, is to be also focusing on construction if there's no research going on as a priority. And our teacher, we want him to focus on assembly if there's not a priority for teaching, and that'll be good. So next is we're going to need some initial starting stuff. So we're just going to do this. So we'll take about, this is fine, and we'll select our trees and say chop. We won't give it any priority. We will select in our gutberry vines. Oh, I think I might have missed there the way I did that. Gutberry vines and harvest, and then we're going to need I don't know, let's say 1, 2, set these to a 5. This one here 5, sorry, 5. And I think we'll get one more stone in there with a mining of 5. We'll add a couple just simply at 3. That's backups, and one more rat on 5. That's going to get us our initial materials, okay? So pretty much, the last thing we'll do is consumables, okay? We're going to set these to both clear. They don't necessarily have to, but I just do. And then what we're going to say here is that wolf, meals, clear all. That there can eat crow and dire rat, okay? And then we'll add a restriction of not wolf and clear those. And then we'll go and say they can eat bitter gruel, stir fry, gutberry soup, honey gruel, just those things, okay? So that's going to allow us to get our wolves to be eating the things we want. So now it's more or less set up. We're going to look at the rooms later. It's not that important right now because I'm not doing anything. The priority set, scheduling, we're going to change this out. To be a little bit more heavy on the teaching, and we're just going to kind of go with that for now. And that is pretty much everything we want. Last game, I went with a scheduling where I pushed them a little bit on the first day to go a little bit harder and didn't sleep. I kind of fouled things up. And I think I'm just going to go baseline sleeping and eating and just go with my old schedule style. I didn't like when I did that. I felt it screwed things up a bit on me, so I'm just going to leave it alone. So I would say that they're ready to roll. We are at high speed. Let's go. And so we'll just let them go for about 3 or 4 hours. We're kind of going to be watching the resources carefully as they come in. The hunting's already done. We got 4 viscera. That's enough. The stone is rolling in. And then as soon as that stone kind of gets to about there, now I'm just going to simply go. And I'm going to take the stone here, surface rock, and you can see I'm going to set that back to a 3. Okay, and then I'm going to let them pattern out a bit. They're still going to work the stone a little bit. You can see we're onto the gutberry now. Okay, there's the gutberries. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the wood and grab these sun shadows trees. Actually, I don't quite want to do it that way. I want to just specifically these ones, make that a high priority so that that's what they will focus on. And one here. All right. Meals we'll check. We need a little bit more gutberry. Not an issue, but we'll just prioritize 2 of them to 5. That'll get us what we need. Okay, we may have enough to build our first thing, which will be a, yes, a wand shaper. We're going to just stick that back there. And we're going to put that to priority 5. Get that going. Okay, and so first thing we want to do is priority 5 on this wand crafting. Add wand order. We're going to add earth wand, and we're going to make them make 2 of them. We'll pay very careful attention to make sure that they're actually doing the stuff. We can start to add a few things here that we want them to do. We will want a little bit of wormweed. So we'll grab a couple of those. Yeah, we're still working there. Now we're going to probably, we're also going to need a little smoke reed. So we're going to add a little bit of smoke reed to their diet. We're going to want some more of this gutberry, of course. We've got some stone lined up still. Maybe one more here, and maybe this one as well. Let's just make sure they have enough to do. Okay, we got a wand made, so immediately we have to go here, and we want the we want our teacher will be the summoner for this. Earth wand, begin. Make sure this is a 5. Okay. And she'll go summon that first student. Checking my wood, I need a little bit more, and then we'll be ready. Okay, so the first student's a human, unfortunately. That's life. Not much we can do about that. Okay, we have enough for a fog push, so we're going to do it. You have to do a fog push on day 1. I suggest getting it done as soon as possible. If all the 2 staff plus a student for a 90 repel strength, do that as soon as possible on the first day. And we're going to do a fog push on day 1, day 2. On day 3 will be a skip day, if you do it the way I do it. Stuff queued up to do. All right, so there's our fog push done. And now we want to go back in here and summon another student immediately. And then we're going to be looking into getting a, let's just stop a teaching stone. So we're going to want a learning stone built, and we're going to want it right here. Okay, that's going to be a 5 priority. Okay, another, oh, vivified, not bad, but we are going to need more stone. We're going to up that priority, and we need more wood, so we're going to up that priority. And on this one as well. Okay, there we go. I have enough that I can flesh it out, so we're going to go into construction. We're going to build this 4 high. We're going to go 1 over here, and we're going to build 4 high there, and then we will add our cuts in place. A cut, and then a roof. And a simple roof. We'll make that as low as possible, and we'll get that going. And we will put a priority to this on the task priority, and we will basically try and get this all going very fast. So I would like it ready for the next day. This one can be priority 5. Oh, and I did find out about Mage score. Basically, it's when you bring up your room menu, it's right here, awkward place for it, and actually tells you all the things that are giving you that score. Okay, so even time is adding to it at a considerable rate. So we're at a 96, and we do believe that when this score hits specific values, then it ups the difficulty. So the theory that I have is that a Mage score of 2000 gets you to Skull 2 battles on events. I'm not sure. We're going to watch that, and basically we're going to look for the Mage score when we get our first, fog or whatever that comes in that causes a 2 skull battle, and we can maybe start to understand where this is at. So you can see, like, everything you do is going to contribute to it, okay? Including clearing rooms and how many rooms you have and things like that. So we'll just keep an eye on this. We're not building these 2 students' beds on the first day. The reason why is because if you look here, they get this new student bonus, so that'll help them stay above, even they'll sleep on the ground for 1 day because it lasts for 2 days. So I don't worry about building the beds on the very first day. I have more important things to do with my life. Okay, on the stone too, we're going to set that to priority 5. We're going to say access to this will be capped students, okay, so that those who are not capped will be allowed to use it. And you can check in my group just to be absolutely sure. You see skill cap, any is not capped, right? So they're going to be able to use it that way. When they're capped out, they won't go and waste their time on schooling. Okay, so this is getting built quite fast. We want this built immediately because we want when they start their lessons tomorrow, right out of the lesson zone, we want them to be already getting the bonus from it being a classroom, basic classroom. And you can see we've almost got that done. As soon as that last piece is finished, okay, we've got that. We pause the game. We're going to go into crafting and see what do we need for arcane. It's stone, so we need to prioritize stone. Okay, so we'll get some priorities set here. That one's on a 5 already. And I guess we'll just this one as well. Mine at priority 5, so we'll get that going. And we also need lights in here. And so we're missing some viscera. Yes, so we need 2 viscera. We have, or no, do we have one already? Hold on. Yeah, we need 2 viscera. So a rat will produce 2 viscera. So we will just tell it to hunt this one. Okay, so that's going to allow us now to basically put a couple lights in here. You only need 2 in this initial room, if you make the size correct. So we'll put that to 5. Okay, so that's a lit up basic classroom ready for tomorrow for the first day of lessons. And we're going to tell this to produce now a lightning wand. And we'll tell it to just do 1. And we'll see we're missing sinew. So we're going to pop a couple more rats. Here's 1. And they produce 1 sinew. So we're going to need at least 2. There'll be another one around here. Okay. And then we'll see if we can build our arcane secretary. We can, so we'll just stick that down here for now. And same thing, priority 5. Okay, so that is day 1 done, and kind of what my strategy is, okay, is by the end of day 1, and when I say by the end of day 1, I mean by the time they wake up, okay? So by the end of day 1, when they wake up again on day 2, I want a basic classroom ready to go, okay, for the first full day of classes. I want the wand shaper done, 2 Earth students summoned. I want this research thing online so he can start researching. And we want, you know, to have kind of set things up in that manner. And it would be nice if the lightning wand was ready already, but it's not. So, and then research-wise, we research the chess immediately. Okay, so this is your first research you want to do. And then we start paying attention now. Okay, so we need more gutberry and we need more wood, okay? So we just double check, has the ghost done everything we wanted him to do today? And the reality is yes. The only thing missing would be that we need this wand made, okay? And it's still missing sinew, or maybe it made one. Why would it be missing sinew? Did the arcane secretary take sinew on us? I don't believe a wand is made. No, it's not. Oh, he's moving it there. Okay, there we go. So he's going to make that lightning wand. And then we need to remember we'll do a fog push today. So we should start queuing up the necessary things for it. So basically that means go find all the gutberry you can. Put some priority to it. Set up a couple of trees for it. And here's some more that's at 3. We're going to up that to 5. That should be enough gutberry for food. And then I think that's enough wood as well. 1, 2, 3 trees. Maybe we'll throw 1 more in there. It should be enough. Okay, so our lightning wand is made. The ghost is working away hard, getting things going on. And we'll see everyone will wake up. Now, on this day, there's a bunch of stuff we have to do. We have to do a fog push. We're going to try and get that done first so we don't forget about it, so that we make sure we've got the time and the resources. So, because what can happen is you can run out of time to get it done. You can be suddenly scrambling for the last bit of wood because you did other things, thinking it all day to do it, and then you actually run out of time and you don't get it off before it closes in and deletes a bunch of your stuff on the day 2. So you kind of got to, what is this not set to 5? It is. I don't know why you're working out here. Guess it was the closest one. So he'll get this done. Now, the ghost is now your harvester. You have to micro very carefully, okay? Because you want this guy researching, you want this guy to be teaching. You don't want them to have to do gathering. So you got to very carefully monitor things. Okay, so there, he's got that research done. It doesn't matter. Next is it's a hard decision. You can let him go back to work, or you can keep pushing research. I don't need this quite yet. I do want to keep pushing through the research, but I'm not quite needing this yet. So I think I'm going to back him off maybe just for a couple of hours so he can do other stuff. So the one thing he's going to do is he's going to go summon a student, right? So you got to make sure it's your researcher. Your researcher is your one who has only 2020, okay? Tell him to do a lightning one. So bring another student, and then we can do our fog push. And we're going to need more wood, so we want to make sure we got some queued up. We do. Okay, so he's done. Next step will be to interrupt everybody and do the fog push. This is our day 2 fog push, getting it out of the way. And see, you notice it takes them some time to do it, right? Like that almost took an hour for them to gather those materials up, if not more than an hour. So that's why you don't want to do it too late. You could run out of time. And check these guys. They're at 1 of 3. Okay, they're progressing nicely. Okay, so that's done. And we're going to let this mage help just for a little bit. Not too long with things. But then what we're going to do is we got some building to do. And that's why we need him to stick around. So we got cots to do. And we're going to need 1. 3 of them. We're going to need that, and we need chests. And we need 2 chests. All right. We're going to let him help with this. So what we want to do is check, and that's the Castilla. Go into Castilla's priorities and notice that so he's got this. We need to up that over this, and we'll just leave everything else like it is. We're going to up that so he'll focus on assembling now. Because he'll assemble faster due to the fact he's an air mage than a ghost will. In fact, we're going to go into the ghost and say, the ghost, your priority on assembly right now is actually lower than everything else. Well, what I want the ghost to do is to keep on hauling the goods and to keep on helping out with things. And the teaching rolls hard. And next thing we're going to also want to see happen here is we're going to want another earth wand. Okay, so these chests are set. We have to be very careful with this because he's probably already put seeds in it. Need to take that off. Now, luckily he didn't. This cot will be set to not wolf. Okay, same as this one, not wolf. That way only the non-wolves will sleep in it. Wolves can sleep on the ground and they don't take a conviction hit. This one's same thing, not wolf. Okay. Once this chest is done, we'll turn off seeds. Okay, now let's turn off seeds here. Okay, and we'll put this priority 5 and this priority 5. Yeah, this is all good, right? Okay. So that has got some basic stuff down that we really needed. Okay, so there's another earth one made, and we're going to tell it to do another one. And we're going to go and summon another student. And we are looking for Wolfkin Earth Mages now. The first couple we just need because we need scrolls. We don't care what they are really. But somewhere in the first students, the Lightning Mage is specific, but somewhere in these Earth students that we're summoning, we need 2 wolf. So now we just keep summoning and all that stuff as fast as we can. As soon as this summon is done. Okay, so we got another Vivified. We are going to go back into research and we are going to start doing basic rituals. Now you can check on this and you'll see tomorrow we will not have to do a fog push. So day 3 is always a freebie day, which is really nice. And all the students should be helping to haul the goodies down here, which they are. So we're missing a little bit of stone, so we want to tell them to hit some stone up with priority with a fever. Exactly. Gutberry also. Gotta do a little bit of micro, you know? You gotta kind of coordinate things properly so that you know what you're doing. So we got some stone in now, so the wand is being made. That's perfect. All our students are sleeping in the bed. The wolves are sleeping outside, I believe. We do need another bed made. We got one guy didn't get a bed. Who is it? Birdie, of course. So that was a bit of an error on my part. Should have had that next bed built, but it's not going to matter. Students are very resilient. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to do it this way. How you can do this is simple. Just go here and go build copy with settings, and then that way it maintains your settings. And let's put that 5. I'm going back on a priority and tell the ghost that he can prioritize assembling again, no problem. Not that matters, this is not urgent. So far, we're having a pretty good start. Everything's gone very efficiently. Everything has been done the way it's supposed to be done, according to my strat, my plan. The only mistake was made is not having a bed for him. It's not going to matter. Students are very resilient. Now they're all going to wake up. This guy's been sleeping he's researching so hard. He's sleeping at his research desk. They're eating the rats. Gutberry, more than enough. And there's the rain. Not a problem. We are prepared for the rain. We've been hauling. Our chests are fine. So only thing outside is going to be seeds. The research is done. We are going to continue the research by going down this path. And we're basically heading for here, okay? We want to upgrade our classrooms as quick as possible. So we're going down through here. That's a big leg. It'll take him a little bit. Teaching is racing forward at max, and things are cleaned up. Things are built. We will tell them to summon another student. We'll be summoning students as fast and as quickly as we can until we see we have 2 Earth Wolfkin. Actually, no. Sorry, I'm thinking the old way. No, we don't care what they are. Actually, no, we don't care about them being Earth Wolfkin. That's right. We're just summoning Earth students because we'll use them as cannon fodder in the early fights, and we will get their scrolls. Okay, so sorry, I stand corrected. We're not looking for Wolfkin necessarily. If we get a Wolfkin, fine. That is not what we're doing. Okay, so just to be clear, all we're doing is summoning as many students as we can, paying attention to their levels so we know when we have to build the graduation stone, which is not quite yet, paying attention to their race so that we know that we have to now build another cot, build copy with settings. We need to build another one. So, and where will we stick it? I mean, it can go here, I think, and they can still get through. Let's try there and see how that plays out. I think it'll be fine. So, no, I can't seem to get this thing. Okay, there we go. We will tell them to build another earth wand. And today we're going to do a very special fog push. We're going to do it today. So what we have to do is make sure we have enough wood for it. Okay, so we're going to queue up at least 3 priority. And in gutberry, we're going to need a bunch. So we're going to go around and we're going to prioritize a bunch of gutberry as we see it. Go. 1. I will tell this tree. Okay. When this wand is done, we will make another student to give ourselves 6. The only reason I'm hoping for Wolfkin is that I don't have to build a bed. And it spreads the food use around a bit because they can eat stuff. So we're going to summon another student. So this is kind of the setup you should have on day 3-ish. 6 students going, basic stuff built. Fog push has been done properly. And even though we have to interrupt the research and teaching to summon students, so we need another bed. Copy with settings. And if I put one here, I'm going to try it. I've never actually had to build 6 down here before. I'm going to try this and see if they actually can have access to it. I don't know if this will block this entranceway, but we're going to find out. I don't know. I think they can get through here. Yeah, they can. You just walk through there. So we know we can get through there. So yeah, we'll see. I think they all have access. We will find out. They would be showing me bed not accessible if there was an issue. Okay, well, now we have to really pay attention. We do not have enough gutberry. We do not have enough wood. He is working on the wood, so the teacher will soon start to get going. Is this? We better make sure. It's very important to get this done. Now, if I can't do it properly today, then I will show you how I can do it on a flip. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to suspend the research for now. Okay. Oops. Pause research. Set research. Pause research. Yeah. So this guy will come and help with the harvesting of goodies. And we'll see if we can get enough in time. I'm going to have about 1 hour for them to pull that off. So gutberry is getting eaten. We're not going to be able to pull it off in time. And now we're at the point too where what we have to do is just select the entire map, go for gutberry vines, harvest at priority 5, because we're at that crunch time with the food. It can be difficult when you have this many non-wolfkin going on. The wood is fine, so we're going to drop that priority back to 3. So if there's any gutberry, they'll get on it. We don't have to do it before this time. We have to do it at the end of the day. So it's not like I'm trying to beat the clock here. Is this moving in like that is fine. It's not going to cover up much. But we will be now stuck where we are. We're short 1 gutberry for the final to do this properly. I do not believe there will be any. They'll all be marked as 5 anyways. So all we're going to do is wait until the last second. Okay. And you'll see the students will not sleep in the rain or get wet or anything because they all bet. So it's only our wolves we're really worried about. And we're waiting for this clock. And as soon as we have less than 1 hour left, we can check and see if we can do it, right? So this one takes 1 hour, okay? And we can do the simple one. So we're going to do the simplest one. We will bring the ghost in on the action just to get as much as possible. And the reason why we're, and this takes 1 hour, and the reason why we're doing this is so that the wolves do not sleep in the rain. Although the rain just stopped. Hold on. Cancel. The rain has stopped, so I don't have to worry about it. So we got lucky there. If it was raining still at night, you want your wolves to do something down in here so that as soon as their sleeping time hits, they fall on the ground. So and go to sleep, and they don't sleep in the rain. But the rain stops, so it's not a problem. And the research can get back going on. We're not in the dire rush we were in before. Ghost looks idle to me. Be very careful that you don't suddenly run out of things for them to do. If you got nothing to do, let's start harvesting random things that we will eventually need a little bit of. I don't mind hunting down a rat. I don't mind if you try and mine a little bit more stone and a few more smoke reeds. You got the gutberries set up if any of them pop. I think that'll give them stuff to do. These also, I'm going to select basically all of the close ones. Not 5, sorry, and just normal setting on that. And I don't mind having... Oops. Don't mind having those all done, but I also going to just do all the smoke reed with this harvest so that if ever they don't have stuff to do, then they have stuff to do. Okay, I can also do this, harvest all these as well. Just make sure that there's no one's ever going to be idle. And it's pretty tough to be idle in the early game, honestly. We're very happy with the way our wood is built up, so that's solved. We'll just, students are going to eat a lot of gutberry. That's the only thing we're going to be flying through it for a little bit. These guys are 2 of 3, so tomorrow we can start to do our cannon fodder plan, as well as we got to build the graduating stone, because they're going to graduate by the end of the day tomorrow. We can now look at the room designation for workshop. Our workshop needs to be lofted. Okay, so that's good. We can make a ground floor workshop. And it needs to be 5 wide, 6 high. We won't do that quite yet, but we're getting close. Yeah, we have to do a fog push today. Fortunately, they're going to eat 6 of my gutberry, and it's not like we're bringing it in real fast, so the sooner I can graduate them, the better. We are going to pay attention to the cost of the sigil. It needs phoenix flowers, viscera, and iron. And so we're going to need to do a fog push so we can get our hands on phoenix flower. Until we have our gutberry, we will not be able to. You got 2 so far. Enough will pop today. Just let everything keep on rolling the way it's supposed to and not interrupt anything. See him doing another one. Brings us up to 4. He might be, what's he working over there? He's working on this stuff. Anyways, the gut berry is all set to priority 5, so the moment that it pops, they will get on it. The gut berry, make sure it's all 5 harvests, just so if it pops, they do it. And then we are going to interrupt the learning and slow it down a little bit for those two guys. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our 2 Earth 2 mages, the students, and our air mages, and go into this first battle. Okay, so we'll start multi-striking the living hell out of these guys. They're going to take some damage. That is going to happen. You will be tanking. You can tank as well. Main thing is just don't let them die. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's like it's a little bit of stone and iron, not very much, but it also opens these 3 up so we can see for what easy options we have for grab. So here, the main thing would be a lot of wood, which is nice, but it says 10 sinew, okay? If we go back into here, we see that this needs viscera, so that's not really going to help us. So we're not that concerned about pushing that any further. Certainly, if we get desperate for wood, we know we've got it on deck. That's very nice when you get wood off of one of these. I normally don't. Stone, iron, smoke pearls and stuff. So this is the only real one where it's got sinew and wood. It'd be very, very nice to get our hands on that. So we'll let things get back to where they're supposed to be. Again, these guys being in pain, injured stuff, we're going to graduate them as fast as we can, so it's not a big deal. Okay, there's another level of research done. So I do not believe we have enough gutberry for a good push, and nor will we have enough. And it's slowing things down. So we are just going to do the regular one like I was talking about last night. So they're just all going to do this. That way we push the fog back a little bit and maybe we'll get access to a few more materials. Because we want to graduate them as fast as possible as soon as they're ready, because they're eating our food and that's no good. The lack of picking up some wolfkin has really put a lot of pressure on the gutberry. So now we're just going to go and select all the way across the entire map and just go say gutberry vines harvest priority 5. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to select our phoenix kiss harvest. And I'm not going to put, well, I think we will put priority 5 on that. It's pretty important to get them. Same thing over here, harvest 5. Okay, so that'll get that going. And we're just now, we also know we're going to need about 3 rats killed. So let's hunt that one, hunt this one, and hunt this one. And because we have a lot we need getting done right now, we're going to go ahead and go back into research and pause it. As much as I hate doing that, but I need my my mage here to start assisting with some things. And just keep checking on this stone. We need 4 more phoenix flower, because as soon as we get what we need, 9 more phoenix flower, I need 1 more, then we're going to take off the priority. Okay, now we just need the viscera. Okay, so we'll just go and select all of this. Okay, phoenix kiss. And we're going to change that back to 3. The wood is okay, and we also know we have 100 wood just sitting there if we ever need it. And check on this. They are killing the rats now. We need 2 more. And I'm sure somebody is killing one. Gotta make sure. No, they're eating. There he goes. Boom, boom. As soon as that one's dead, okay, it's dead. All right, build this. Too bad we didn't catch dinner hour there. It's not a big deal. Okay, so this is not here. It needs to be right there. Okay, and let's get a 5 on that. Just a few minutes short. I could have turned off their food for those ones, and I probably should have. Are they still in the middle of eating? I think they've already all eaten, though. Yeah. Yeah, I should have turned off the food on the ones who are graduating. That's not a big deal. So our fog is going to really push in on us on this one, but luckily we've been filling our chests up. We're getting very close. We don't have time to do a fog push before. We're gonna have to just take what comes, and we don't have the gutbury anyway. So this is just tenuous due to the fact that we got the way things worked out. So the fog is gonna push in quite a bit, but that's fine. That's it's very, very easy to deal with that. Let's see, we don't have enough gutbury because of the way it's okay. As soon as this is done. Okay, so Chanel is lightning. We're trying to hire her, so we're gonna have to keep her around. But as soon as anyone can go, Amy, for example, and we'll do our researcher will do that. Let's get rid of her. Put priority 5 on that. Okay, you can see that fog. It came in about that far. That's not bad. Okay, so I'm not worried about that. It's gonna bother them a bit, but we had to kind of play with things. We had to do stuff the way we did. So we'll see here. We can't do a full one. We could do a mini one. It's not as efficient, though, compared to doing a full one. We're going to let it go. We've got a whole day. Birdie and Dolores and these guys will all pop soon. We don't have enough scrolls yet to hire Chanel. As you can see, if we go here, hire staff. Right, if we wanted to hire staff, then we need 2 more, right? So we need 1 more student ready to graduate. I don't know why Birdie ended up being so far behind the other student. Maybe the other one had some kind of perk to learn faster, but you would have thought my 2 Earth students I summoned right off the bat would have graduated at the exact same time. Or maybe it's because it was human and human get the mana burst thing, so therefore they don't have to go fill up for mana, and that's what happened. So anyways, they're all sleeping. They're going to eat the gutberry. It's going to be a little dicey, but it doesn't matter. As long as you got chests online and you're cleaning everything and everything's getting cleaned up, you just don't want it to suddenly see there's some sinew and stuff here. So the ghost now has to be back, now going to go to a priority where he prioritizes hauling, because we got to be so careful we don't lose resources to the fog when it comes in. If we can't get a fog push off in time. Now what we're going to do, okay, you see Birdie and Delora, no, Birdie, we're going to actually go into consumables, add restriction, okay, to Birdie. And we're going to say to him, clear all, and he's not going to eat food. And I think we're going to do that for Dolores. No, they have a whole day ahead of them. So just Birdie is going to be, unfortunately, subject to that, because he's going to be graduated before he would face any conviction. So he can starve. We don't need to waste even a single gutberry on him. I should have done some micro on that yesterday as well. And they're all going to starve because there's no gutberry. That's the way it goes. That was the problem with not getting any wolves, is the gutberry demand got a little too high, and maybe I didn't quite farm it quite as aggressively as I should have, but it's not a big deal. I will get through it. Birdie's got enough hit points to take a hit. So before, you can see, even though they're all didn't eat, not going down that fast. This is the only one So we really need Birdie to graduate, and he's there. He's ready. Okay, so before we do that, we will take this fight. And we've got Birdie set up, and then we will take in Dolores as well. And then we'll graduate Birdie and we'll hire Chanel. And then we'll deal with our food issues. Well, that's going to be a lot of fun. Luckily, we can kill one of them right off the bat. Not enough to kill them. Now they can armor up. This is why this mage combo works so well, because these things have 150 hit points. Okay, so it means that they can do 154 total in a single round, the two of them combined for damage. That's why that combo is done that way. If you don't go 25-25, you will not be able to do 150 in a single round, so therefore you can't kill a furry mite. Your front line will take 3 of them on turn 1. So this is why I do it that way. People ask me, why do I not go for just 20-20s on both and get this guy to have some kind of skill? Why do I go 25-25? It's for the math. It's 154 exactly. So that way it takes 3 rounds to kill 3 of them. If you don't do that, your front line will get wiped out, very likely. Or has a high chance to. Okay, so there's nothing there. Unfortunately, the underschool doesn't ever give you Gutberry. Okay, Birdie's ready to graduate. We do that right away. Now that's step 1. Now we have to really start to think about this. The fog is much less dangerous than it used to be in the other versions, so you don't have to care quite as much about it like we used to. So this is, we need to hire Chanel. That's Chanel. We got 2 of them. We begin. Okay, so we got Chanel hired. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into crafting and we're going to build another arcane secretary. I think I'll just stick it like here for now. It's going to get moved very soon. And research is not selected. So we have to go into research and set this back. And then we need to, this is priority 5. Yep, research is done. We need to go into her priorities and Chanel, medical rest above all else. You do not teach. Aid, yes. We'll put this, yes, you should do that when you can. And then research. And that is the way that goes. Again, we make absolutely sure that all the Gutberry, that the 5 harvest, in case it grows. Okay, we see idle guys, and we know we have a little bit of stone, so we can start building the next chamber. Now that our research is coming along, we know this has to be 6 high. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, let me see. It's like it's 1, 2, and then you need 2 spaces, and it's 1, 2, and then it's here. Yeah, so it actually has to be 7 high, right? We don't have enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So it has to be like that. That's how I normally build it. Task priority, and they have to be 7 high. And we'll remember that. We need to put these cuts in place. And we will need more stone. And we have 2 tanks who are ready and almost going to graduate. So we definitely can do another battle. So what would be the most productive battle? This has a 50 stone. This is 50 stone. It's 25 stone. So I think we'll keep pushing stone ruins because we know there'll be an oraculum at the end of it. So now we won't take this guy. We will take... no, we will. We'll take both of these 2 guys since they have lots of hit points. Okay. There we go. Okay, so same thing. Where because of the Air Mage backline, we can kill one on round 1 before it strikes. So then these guys can actually mitigate and handle the damage coming in until they get their armor up. And then in the second round, we don't get the damage from this guy because we can kill him straight out. Armor protects it. And now it doesn't even matter what they do, but you just armor them up. And then the last round, the third round, you can take this out. This is allowing you to clear rooms very early and without having any deaths. And it's getting you resources, which are time savers. Here we have peanut flour. There we have honey drop and gutberry soup, okay? So this is going to help a lot with our issues. So we are going to spin this around and take it again, but we have to be very careful. He has enough hit points. He's a bit low, but he has more than, no, he has 79. So we're actually going to take Felipe in, right? I think that's right. We want Elani and we want Felipe. And this is, well, just to be sure, we just do like this. So we got Elani and Felipe. We're going to take that battle. Okay, here we go. That same thing. So we will be able to live through it, no problem. Okay, so boom. But he's okay though, right? So now he's going to armor up, and they won't take any more damage. Boom. Now they just do whatever. It doesn't matter. You're just basically skipping turns. You can even pass if you wanted to, but it makes no difference. Kill the last guy. And that got us some gutberry soup, and they're allowed. What do we got here? Peanut flour, iron halide, nothing important. So we'll let that go. That means that now at least they can eat 4 gutberry soup for dudes, and we check our consumables are not wolf. We've got gutberry soup turned on, so. And that means they'll back off of the gutberry a little bit as well, which is starting to be an issue. So I only have 2, and we're really hoping that we pop one more. I don't know if any's going to be ready in time, though. 72%, 76%. Option here, of course, is we need 2 more to do even a minor one. Or we let it close in, and then we do free pushes to get it back out. It's not like it's going to destroy anything or really do anything, so... Okay, so Dolores and Alani are ready to graduate, so we are going to get rid of them immediately. Go. We have actually 6 gutberry soup for some reason. So that'll be good. That gives our Chanel, our teacher, some stuff. Now, why is Chanel so upset? Feeling concerned, yeah, because of the vlog being close. That's okay. We're going to deal with that. Any of this gutberry going to come online in time? 96%. Nope, I think we're going to have to suffer it. Okay, we've got berry 4. There's no point starting it now because it's going to push in anyways. So there it is. Okay, now we simply go in here and do a free push. Yeah, we'll taking some damage, but it's not a big deal. See that? And you get it back that much, okay? Now this stuff took some damage. It'll get fixed though. It's a lot worse when you have a full school, obviously. No research, so we want to keep researching. That means we get our classrooms online. And next thing we're going for is Earth 1s 2. So we're going right straight down this column. Actually, no. No, we are going for potions first. And that is here. But we will need this potion of recharging. So we actually will go this way because it will unlock medical beds and mana fountains on the way. So it's better to do this one before you do the wand one. Now we've got berry 4. I still don't want to do it because I want to do a full push, proper push. So we're still going to keep this going like this. Felipe is ready to graduate once this thing, yeah, it's built once it's repaired. And we should be able to get our research room online. And then we'll have to start bringing in more students. Because scroll-wise, we'll need a little bit more. And it'll be a while before I can do the other ones. So I'll probably bring in now an entire full set class. So we're actually going to tell this to do until there's 6. Graduate Felipe, then the teacher will for a while will help with stuff. But yeah, we got a lot to do. This is like part 2 of our insanity. And this is taking them a long time. And while this is all happening, I'm going to end the episode here. Hope you enjoyed this start. Not like it seemed a little bit rough because of the Gutberry situation, but honestly, it's going exactly as planned. It's going very smoothly. I think it's tracking. That being said, hope you enjoyed it and have a great day. We will see you in the next episode.